introduce myself first of all. My name is Nikita. I am Indian. I live in Kuwait. I've been in fitness for about 5.5 to 6 years now. My journey for fitness is pretty interesting actually. I spent my entire life not caring about my health or movement. I was never in any sports in school. Always tried to get out of PE class. I was very skinny all my life, but very unhealthy. I ate all the junk food possible, and I don't know, just I guess the environment as well, where I grew up, health and fitness wasn't really something that was important. Fast forward a couple of years, many years actually, I was in my 20s, came back from college, and I had a pretty dark time for some time. I was in a weird state of mind. Went through like a breakup and everything was just crazy. And a friend of mine had just moved back from the UK and she had her personal training certification, and she was like, okay, you know, you are in a massive rut and I'm gonna make you feel better, and the way I'm gonna do it is take you to the gym. I legit laughed at her and I was like, I don't understand how the gym is gonna make me feel any better right now when I feel like my life is crumbling. Anyway, so she managed to drag me into the gym. First week was absolutely horrible. Second week was horrible. I legit hated it. There was nothing about it that I liked. But I kept going because she kept coming and dragging me. And you know, the more I started to accept the fact that this is going to be part of my routine, as long as she keeps dragging me, the more I started accepting it. And in some time, I just felt really good. Like I felt better. It was the endorphins, obviously, and yeah, I just started really enjoying training. It was like that place that I could take out my bad energy. So another thing was that I used to be really angry all the time. So I had all this anger and negativity inside, and I felt whenever I went to the gym, I just got all of that out. So that's kind of how it started, and then me and her started doing boot camps together outdoors, and then I decided I wanted to get certified. And to be honest, in the beginning it was just like, okay, good. And I had a full-time job, so it was just like an extra thing for me, and I enjoyed doing it, you know, a few hours in my day, nothing too major or anything. And then a year and a half ago, 2 years now actually, this whole quarantine thing that made me lost the timeline, I decided to go into fitness full-time. So that's basically my story. I went into fitness full time only because I saw the impact that I was having on other people, and it was amazing for me to do that. And yeah, since then it's just been great. And so that is a little bit about me. In terms of my qualifications, I work with a lot of fat loss. I have spin experience, indoor boxing experience, gym-based boxing experience, working with kettlebells. Currently, I'm managing a gym, and I also coach boot camp, and I do a lot of personal training sessions, and I also do online training. So that is a little bit about me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Probably missed a few things, but yeah. Now, coming into this challenge, so the main purpose of me trying to start this is because I really, over the past 2 years, my life changed dramatically. So that was the story of how I got into fitness. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit of the story of how my life kind of changed dramatically. I went through another breakup at an older age, which I don't know, seemed a little bit worse, but this person kind of pointed out a lot of things about me that I guess I never wanted to admit to myself. A lot of things that weren't great. And so I took that as an opportunity. Instead of getting defensive and trying to, you know, blame people for my actions, I decided that I was going to look at all the things that were pointed out and see what I needed to change about myself. And I realized that, you know, the more I started doing that, the more aware I became of a lot of things, and I started working on them. And I went into personal development, you know, really started to work with my mindset, and I realized that this mental component is so important, because I noticed when I was going through that, my training was not good, my food was not good, because obviously I was feeling down. And so, you know, they say if you go train, you're gonna feel better. But for me, I realized if I able to understand myself better and become more aware of myself, my physical training would be better, and that's what happened. After that, I went deeper into what I wanted from my life, putting relationships aside, putting family aside, just me, what I want for my future. How can I achieve my goals? Because I've always been somebody who's been determined to achieve things, but I always overwhelm myself or I procrastinate. So this was a new journey that I set on, and I really tried to start figuring things out, and I realized that mindset was everything. And so I've spent the past year and a half legit working on myself, in terms of what I want with my life and my goals, whether it's my fitness goals, professional goals, all of that. And it's just made such a big difference, and that balance of having all those three things combined together honestly has by far given me the best results that I could ask for. And at the end of the day, I realized it's not about just feeling good and looking good physically, you could lose all the weight that you want to, and you could have best six-pack in the world, whatever you want. But if you're not feeling all right mentally, I don't think there's any possible way for you to actually achieve the things that you are capable of. And we are all capable of achieving so much more than what we think. And so yeah, that's kind of my story. Like I said, any questions, ask me.